Hi everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Equestrian Talk. I'm Desiree Johnson from Johnson Horses, and I'm sitting here today with Christian Dietz from Equine 74.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
You know, we realize now how important the whole digestion of the horses to maintain, top performance is. And we, during the time that we were treating the horses, I was introduced to Christian, and he came out to talk to us and tell us about his product. And I was a little bit skeptical because we already had our horses on some gastric supplements. And he talked to me for a half an hour, and it really made sense. We scoped one of the horses that I thought was maybe the worst, and he had been a month on the product and the change feed program, and he scoped totally clear of ulcers, which I was shocked. And
positive shock.
Yeah, positive shocked. So why is your product different than all the other products I was using before?
Okay, I know that our product is different. It's the name is Equine 74 Gastric, and we have done a lot of scientific stuff behind it. So we have really scientific peer-reviewed papers done in the UK, done in Ireland, done in New Zealand, to see what the product is doing. To put it on an easy way, it's an acid buffering system that takes the acid out of the stomach for a long time period. So up to 4 to 6 or to 8 hours. But the product belongs, or the basic product is an algae we harvest in Iceland. And the difference is we have a natural bicarbonate, which is the horse is producing during the saliva when the horse starts chewing. This is a very important start of the digestion, because in the chew, in the saliva, the horse has natural bicarbonate. And the bicarbonate is going down in the stomach and helps to buffer a bit the acid.
And just talk to me about the difference in the two different products, because we've been using the paste and the supplement, which is really easy to give, relatively inexpensive, I think, for what it does. You give the supplement 3 times a day, a small spoon of it. Explain it to me what it's doing.
Yeah. It's not a product like a medicine. So from my point of view, you have to cure if the vet is coming and scope a horse and they have stomach ulceration. From my point of view and my experience, you need a medication to cure it. And then you can start with Equine 74 Gastric as a long-term feeding extra, because we see that ulcerations are recurring ulcerations. That's this product. For this product, the Calm Relax, there are 2 points in it. This is one, the algae from Iceland, and then we have another algae we harvest in Scotland. This algae is building a gel. As soon as it gets together with, in a reaction with acid, it starts to build a gel. And this gel is lighter than the pre-digested feed in the stomach. So to talk like in a picture, it's like a lid on top of the pre-digested feed. See, okay, you start riding the horse, and the horse is maybe a bit scary because it has some pain in the stomach. So then only the gel is pumping up at the stomach part, and the horses feel free, they are totally loose. So that's why we call it Calm Relax, because it's relaxed the horse a lot.
The first time you were here, you told me an interesting story, and that kind of hit home with me and made sense. It was about the horse's fight or flight instinct.
Oh, yeah, this is interesting. Because we know that horses are typically in a flight modus. When the wolf is coming, they run away. And normally, talking about the stomach, it's almost filled up with feed because they're grazing all the time. And during this process, this runaway, there's 2 points. We have 2 hormones in the horse which are quite important for this point. Cortisol, called a stress hormone, is giving all the energy to the muscles, to the ears, to the eyes, so the horse is really focused on the flight modus. And in the same time, the hormone cortisol is going up. The other hormone, it's called prostaglandin, is going down. And prostaglandin is very important for the mucosa, for rebuilding the mucosa. So guess you have your horse in a permanent stress situation, or in more than one stress situation. The mucosa is stopped working or building. So, and then the upper part is not protected. So in stress, we don't see what stress. For some horses, stress is the neighbor. It's a mare, and there's a gelding or stallion or It's the show. Sometimes they go on a show and they are young and they are maybe afraid. Some of the horses go on the track and they don't like it in the beginning till they get used to it. So that's stress. And if you have this permanent stress level all the time, the mucosa is interrupted. So it's pure skin. And this is when ulceration can start. And maybe just to give you an idea, they have done trials with horses and how long does it take that the horse will get ulcerations. So they find out it will take 36 hours.
I found this really, enlightening but shocking, because you can do all the healing, and in 36 hours he can have an ulcer again. So this is where I found this is crucial. Otherwise, you're just going on a wheel all the time.
They have done studies with foals when they get separated from the mares. And they have seen in 24 hours the first lesion, they call it lesion grade 2 on the stomach. And it's getting worse if it's, if the foal's getting more problems.
And, that's why that I want to have the Equestrian Talk is just, we've learned so much over the last year. And I think just to give back and, to share what we've learned, and maybe we can help some other people or help some other horses. So thank you very much for coming and helping us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.